People want the happier side of success. In reality, most of the time you act in spite of fear. They're people who play by the rules, and those who will bend and know when to break the rules. It's not always clear when you should bend and break the rules. What have I done that most people will never do in their life? I attempted to sneak into Intel campus, and roam around act like an employee. The security was so tight, I couldn't even get in. I tried to persuade the security guard, which doesn't work since it's high security. I ended up getting kicked out. They took down my information, and told me if I came back I'm going to jail. I've broken and snuck in a lot of buildings. I knew how employees were, they forget stuff. I would time my walking to the security card swipe, and I would just get ahead of someone who worked there, and I'd pretend I forgot my card and throw a tantrum. Yay, someone always understood what that was like, and always, I got you. The women are just fantastic. Some woman shook her head, rolled her eyes, acknowledged I was an idiot male who forgot their security card, and she slid her card for me. They wandered around these cooperate buildings. I've gotten into Vanguard this way, and I had a suit on and acted like an employee. I could do anything, go on the computer, eat someone's food, whatever I wanted. I've even tried to get the CEOs and owners this way. It was hit or miss. Some of them loved it and would give me advice, and some of them would cuss me the fuck out. By the way, Bill Gates has broken in building before. I've told my ex-girlfriend the things I did. This was when Yola was in, and her eyes went wide open and she questioned what the hell she was doing with her life. Then she went crazy. I've been rejected over 100,000 times, and I lost count. I used to tally them, but I stopped doing that. I have no fear of just picking up my phone, call a random ass number, and talk them into whatever. For me it's practice and experience. I sell products that didn't even exist. What's in my inventory? Nothing. I own my life. I will rather make $10 than sell it. I really hate cashing out my life. Though others have made me feel inadequate because I choose to enjoy what I do over money, I never saw it as a problem. I can just do it forever. I don't mind doing it till I die. Some people fear death, and I would too if I didn't enjoy what I did. If you're good at something, you want to do it over and over again, or even push the envelope. Other people. When I say, you're a moron, it means they think very limited and ask me to live a limited life. I can't. I feel like I'm going to explode. I'm not very tamed or domesticated like I was early on, and even in my youth I wasn't very tame or domesticated. I worried about surviving my own family, school, and my own friends. The solution for me was to live a double life. I was a well-behaved school kid and insane after that. One girl caught me being myself in tutoring class. I was harassing the tutor with this other kid in class, and we would just joke around and never do our homework. All my tutors hated me. The girl's name was Alicia. Alicia told my math teacher I wasn't a quiet, well-behaved kid, and almost blew my cover. I had to be more quiet, and more behaved, and convince my math teacher that's who I was more than Alicia's rumors. She was kind of upset the teacher didn't believe her. As I got to high school, she would always look at me a grin, because she knew exactly how I was, and she knew I wasn't that sweet person I had to be to just make it through school. I had to be that way or my life was going to be hell. I either was going to fight with my teachers, fight with my family, fight with friends 24/7, or I just played along. I played along. Most people live in a bubble, a really small world. I know this because I have to hold back. I have to hold back because they'll get their feelings beat up. Most people believe what they do and get in life matters, and I believe how I present something matters more than what I do. I've tried to glitch through my wall. I walked into my wall, pushed my head against it, trying to glitch through walls. Why would I do that? I'm just exploring this world and finding cool things that work in ways we don't naturally understand as cool to me. A lot of things I find cool you can't see with your eyes, but it's there. I write crazy answers, just to see if anyone else finds the same thing. Treating people like shit or looking down on them, low value. If you treat people like shit and look at them like they're all inferior, you have zero political advantage. If someone doesn't abide by your rules, but you're already treating them so bad, what's the worst that can happen? Getting the same thing you're already doing? If I follow your rules you'll treat me the same anyways, so why do the extra work? It doesn't get any better, it just gets worse. The shitty people drive down markets and the people who treat others well drive up markets. People copy other people. If you look down on people they look down on you back. I have a contagious smile and you're going to get it. It's contagious. Some of my jokes are bad, but I'll whip out the contagious smile because it flopped. I make my own rules in life but also live to life rules and not really care too much about rules made by man. Yes, I'm an individual with different needs from everyone else, and I believe everyone else is this way also. I cannot help but want to do things that are simply things that I would come up with and want to do. I like to solve problems without having too much information. This is what allows me to keep doing it. Because that's the way I enjoy doing it. If you give me too much information I won't solve it, it's not fun for me. A lot of things I do I translate it to be more enjoyable for me to do. If you don't enjoy it, you will not do it. Things I've learned I've created my own analogies or sayings so I don't mind thinking about it. I express these very naturally and my hand floats away expressing a takeoff higher and higher showing life improvement. On a daily basis most people aren't ready for it. Though I'd love to talk about the things I know, people aren't ready for it. It's not good tell people things they're not ready for, and in that case I just have to let them be. Some people don't believe in religion, I do. The stuff I get myself into requires a lot of prayer. I scare myself all the time, but that's what makes me feel alive. Doing things you could never imagine yourself doing. I am a complete weirdo and that's from doing odd things. All the connections in my brain aren't the same as a lot of people. If you can imagine it, then you're not doing something no one has done before. I don't want to be famous, because oh my that is a lot erasing I have to do.